वेलकम टू Decode PCS। इस वीडियो में हम अपने घटना चक्र की वन लाइनर सीरीज को कंटिन्यू करते हुए अपना नेक्स्ट चैप्टर फंडामेंटल राइट्स के वन लाइनर्स को डिस्कस करेंगे। ऑल्सो इसका PDF आप मेरे टेलीग्राम चैनल से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, जिसका लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया हुआ है। सो लेट्स बिगिन। The first explicit demand for fundamental rights came in the form of Constitution of India Bill 1895, which was inspired by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Motilal Nehru Report 1920 demanded inalienable fundamental rights for the people of India. Congress adopted a resolution on fundamental rights at the Karachi session of 1931, presided by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The fundamental rights are enshrined in Part 3 of Constitution, Article 12 to 35. Article 13. Constitution grants power of judicial review to Supreme Court and High Court in case of violation of fundamental rights. The Supreme Court under Article 32, High Court under Article 226, in exercising their power may declare any law enactment passed by the legislature void and unconstitutional on grounds of contravention to the fundamental rights. It means अगर पार्लियामेंट कोई ऐसा लॉ बनाती है जो हमारे फंडामेंटल राइट्स को वायलेट करते हैं, देन सुप्रीम कोर्ट अंडर आर्टिकल 32 एंड हाई कोर्ट अंडर आर्टिकल 226 उस लॉ को अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एंड वॉइड डिक्लेयर कर सकती है। Fundamental rights are natural and non-transferable rights. Fundamental rights can only be suspended during emergency for provision which has been given under Article 358 or 359 of the Constitution. Fundamental rights under Article 20 or 21 can never be suspended even if emergency is imposed. Rule of law propounded by A.V. Dicey, British jurist. His concept has the following three elements. First is limitation of powers, absence of arbitrary power. No man can punish except for a breach of law. Second is equality before law, equal subjection of all citizens to the ordinary law of the land administered by the ordinary law court. Third is liberty and civil rights, primacy of the rights of individuals. The Constitution is the result of rights of individuals as defined and enforced by the court. Fundamental rights described in Article 19 automatically suspended under Article 358 when emergency is declared on the basis of war or external aggression under Article 352. Article 14 says, state any person equality before law or equal protection of law within the territory of India. It confers right of all persons whether citizen or foreigners. The concept of equal protection of law is taken from the American Constitution. It suggests equality of treatment under equal circumstances, both in privileges conferred, liability imposed by the laws. The similar application of same laws to all persons who are similarly situated, and like should be treated alike without any discrimination. Article 15 is related to the prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Clause 5 of Article empowers the state to make special provision relating to the reservation it envisioned for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes in education institutions, which also included private education institutions, whether aided or unaided by states, other than minority education institutions referred in Clause 1 of Article 30. 93rd Amendment Act of 2005 enabled the provision of reservation 27% for backward classes in other government as well as private education institutions. Article 16. Equality of opportunity in public employment. Ensure equal opportunity in public employment for all the citizens. Allow reservation for SC, ST and other backward classes. Introduce 10% reservation for economically weaker section. In 2019, reservation based on consequential seniority for SC and ST also permitted. Article 17 abolishes untouchability and declares that its practice in any form is forbidden, and enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offence and punishable by the law. Article 18. Abolition of title, status and prohibits the state from conferring title except military or academic distinctions. Citizen cannot accept title from foreign nations without permission. Article 19 comes in category of right to freedom. Article 19 deals with protection of certain rights such as freedom of speech and expression, to assemble peacefully without arms, to form association or unions, to move freely throughout the territory of India, to reside and settle in any part of territory of India, to practice any profession or to carry out any occupation, trade or business. Article 20 deals with protection in respect of conviction for offences. Article 21 deals with right to life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his personal liberty except by the authority established by law. This is UK concept. In India, we followed procedure established by law. While Supreme Court held due process of law includes fairness, reasonableness, transparency and consideration of social existence, like US concept. Article 21A. States shall provide free and compulsory education from 6 to 14 years as per 86th Constitutional Amendment Act in 2002, also recognized as fundamental duty of parents. Article 22 deals with protection against arrest and detention in certain circumstances. As per Article 24, no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine engaged in any other employment. इस वीडियो में हमने हाफ ऑफ द आर्टिकल्स को कवर कर लिया है. इसका एक नेक्स्ट पार्ट भी आएगा जिसमें हम रिमेनिंग आर्टिकल्स को कवर करेंगे. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.